The other day, I contacted Emily, who calls herself the Crazy Worm Lady. And she said she was going to feed her worms some jalapenos and see if they ate them. So I did the same, and that was my first video. Emily expressed an interest in seeing how I raised worms. So Emily, this is for you. So this is an overview of what my worm bins look like. As you can see, they're the plastic tubs that contractors use for mixing a little bit of concrete or stucco or something. And they hold about 10 gallons apiece. It takes about, right now, it takes about 4 months for me to get one completely turned into worm castings. But, you know, I'm kind of new at this, and I'll keep going. I've got a couple that are concentrated enough worms that they turn over in about 4 months. So we'll just see how it goes. The racks here are 1 inch by 2 inch rectangular tubing, steel. I welded them up because I had one when I started that was made out of 2x4s and plywood, and it was just too rickety. So this seems to work well. In order to get into one of the worm bins, I take this little shelf thing here, hook it on the front of there like that, pull out one of the bins, and I don't have to carry it and I don't have to lift it. And then I can look inside and see what I got. And sure enough, we got worms. Let me scrape this off first. The little babies seem to collect on the lid. And the lid is just a piece of Baltic birch. And I varnished it so it wouldn't get damaged so quickly with the moisture and the humidity. Well, as you can see, in just a couple of minutes, they're already diving down. And where the plywood was, it's really damp. It's got good moisture. But around the edges, it gets kind of dry, so I wet that down. And let me feed this one. What I've got is bran from the feed store. They feed it to horses, so they eliminate the sand that's on hay when they eat it, and that keeps them from getting colic from having sand in their stomach. And it's really, really, really cheap. It's about 15 bucks a bag. I've been using it for the first bag for about 1.5 years now, and I still got some left. So it lasts a long time. The reason I chose to use bran was because I read somewhere that if you use a lot of horse manure on your garden, it will gradually become deficient in magnesium. Well, horse bran has magnesium in it, so that's why I use it, to kind of put some magnesium into the worm castings. And what I'm doing is I'm just disturbing this a little bit so the bran doesn't sit on the top and form a layer of bran. Kind of mixes it in a little bit on the top. And then I'll give it a little bit of water. Not a lot. Doesn't take a lot. I just want to put on enough so the bran doesn't stay real dry and form a cake on the surface. And then a little bit around the edges where it's a little bit drier. Oh, and this squirt bottle? Boy, that's the neatest thing since sliced bread. As you can see, I don't even have to stop spraying to pressurize it. I think I got it at Walmart. It really works nice. Holds a couple of quarts. And there we go. That's about it. As you can see, it's not real far along yet. When it gets so that you can't see any of the individual road apples, that's when it's time to think about maybe harvesting. And there we go. That's it. See you next time.